You're not taking this serious.
No, you should have. Them moments are funny. Them moments are good little. You know what I'm saying? Especially later on in the future. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can just
Is that all right? Let me sort something.
revert back. Oh, yeah. This nigga's on it, yeah? Say Nardino. Man, like Tyler got married to.
Who's it?
Tyler Dennis, you know him. Argos. Tyler Dennis, bro.
Light skin.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I know you know him because.
You plays ball with you?
Nah. Me and him worked with each other at Bionic.
Oh, right. He was in there.
Yeah. He was there before me. Still there now as well.
Tyler Dennis, yeah. That's a throwback name.
It's a throwback name for you, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's a throwback.
Yeah.
I hope he's doing well. I guess then
He's doing very well, man. It's lovely to see. Very, very proud of the brother. It's nice to see, you know what I'm saying? Like, just him succeeding in all the areas that he wishes to succeed. So far, I'm seeing success.
Okay, good.
That's powers, bro. That's powers. Do you know what I'm saying?
All the best to him, man, because it ain't easy.
Nah.
What, the phone?
Yeah. I know, right? Got a couple messages expecting to come through, so I'll get distracted.
All right, cool. Anyway, nice. Welcome back, people. It's been what? Nearly a month. I can't even lie. The inconsistency has been crazy, but we have reasons for it. Life. And I might as well say it now. I'm going to be a dad.
It's mad thing.
Yeah.
I mean, you've kind of been hinting at. You kind of said it without saying it.
Yeah, but
Then
I just
if
don't
you
even
haven't
like.
clocked
I don't like
it-
putting it out there, but at the end of the day, people. Yeah, we'll see who watches this and we'll see who really understands. I'm not gonna go put it in those short and chop it up, put it on Instagram.
That's crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, but
That's your announcement to the world.
Yeah, that's it. My announcement is when the child's here.
Yeah,
Child
yeah.
soon come, real soon.
It's local, isn't it?
So yeah, bro, it's around the corner. Probably what, 2 weeks?
I don't even know if it's on your around the corner, bro. Knocking on your blood clock door.
Yeah, we're on the period now where it could be at any time. So, but that's what I'm saying. We've been preparing for this. We've been getting loads of stuff.
Yeah. I can
But
imagine.
a lot of people have been helping as well. So
Oh yeah.
I can't be
Can't
upset.
complain.
Can't
Can't
complain.
complain.
As I say, I've always been shy in the village. Is what it takes to raise a child, and they're already
100%.
coming out now. My family's there. My family's there.
That's
So I'm
nice
very
though.
grateful for everyone. So it's good.
Can't complain, innit? Can't complain. It's nice to hear, man. Well, congratulations. I mean, I've said this many times, but congratulations again, do you know what I'm saying? It's a beautiful thing having a kid. Don't know it for myself, but
Man's talking like he's come from experience.
nah, bro, just
It's a beautiful thing having. a
nah,
child,
but
you know,
like children in general, new life is a beautiful part of reality, innit? Like bringing in that, and so, do you know what I'm saying? To see that you're there, 30 is a good age as well. Do you know what I mean? You're in a good position life wise.
Yeah, people are saying I'm starting late, but
Late?
what is late, bro?
What the hell does that mean?
What does that mean?
Late at 30? Yeah, right.
I'm listening
As a
to
man?
Well,
Yeah, right.
now listen to this. Now, Ella sent me something. What today? I think it was today. Some scaremongering thing where I sound like to me basically like. Obviously, men have a biological clock as well as women do.
Oh yeah, well, at 30 it starts where
Yeah.
our testosterone levels start dropping,
And
so
then
forth.
like there's more opportunity for you to be able to pass like motor neuron issues, mental issues and stuff like that through the sperm DNA over to the
because the
child.
basically due to the quality of health of your sperm drops as you get older.
Yeah.
But the reason behind that is because men aren't looking after themselves the way they used to.
That's what I thought.
So as long as
That's
you're
why I
looking
said
after yourself, you're
scaremongering,
good.
innit? No, but I don't think good, but you're better.
No, you're good, bro.
Nah, bro. I swear to God,
Bro,
I just feel
I
like
know men in their 50s and 60s having pitney. So
who said no?
so there
listen,
you're
listen.
good.
I didn't say they wouldn't have the children, innit? It was just the illnesses that the child are more susceptible to
to.
having
Yeah.
the older you are. That's all they were saying. They weren't saying you're not gonna have children. That doesn't happen.
It's just what could come, the consequences
Yeah.
of waiting longer. Nah,
So,
man, as
but-
long as you've got your things in set and you're taking necessary supplements to make sure your testosterone is maintaining high, and you are obviously physically looking after yourself and all the rest of it, with like exercise and so forth, brother, you're good. Diet wise, you're good.
Yeah, to be fair, I have been doing a lot better in the last year and a half, man. Since I've started doing the pod, I've just been doing a lot more research just about in life, just what you're eating, what you're putting in your body, you knowing a bit more here and there, innit? So I'm definitely doing a lot better. And all them other kind of chemical products for my hair, skin, all that, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone. So it's just literally shea butter, skin and hair now.
Nice.
So I got a shout out. I think it's that good. Yeah, I know it. I know it. That good hair. Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture probably of the shea butter and the spray and that.
Yeah.
black owned business in Milton Keynes.
Oh, so down local
they're in
things as
the-
well.
Yeah, they're in
Okay,
the
cool.
in the centre. I need to get a better understand. I probably have to get the little card that I have from them and try to take a picture, put that up on the pod and stuff like that, because it probably give you a little bit more detail of where they are.
Yeah.
I get a better shout out for them. But yeah, their products banging. fam.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ah, cool.
Hair products, innit?
I'm needing a couple more hair products for the new year.
Yeah.
Like, I always come round to like the end of the year. I typically start coming to the end of my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to do a re-up because I'll bulk in it and I'll just do it for the year, like, or for a long period of time at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, like all my oils, all the rest of it, I need to.
And I got another friend as well in the market in Luton as well. I'll put her name up on the screen on the pod as well. I know her by name, Lorna, but she's great for all natural products, skin, herbs, you name it.
In the market?
Tea. Yeah. So say if
Luton
you
market?
Luton Market, yeah. So if we're close to home, Luton. If you go in directly through the front entrance, obviously there's two entrances.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
You're gonna take the first right. You're gonna go past the man that plays FIFA all the time.
Yeah, straight down
doing
there.
this, straight down there. They're double sided. So you got red one on the right hand side.
Yeah, the Moroccan brother.
Yeah, Morocco brother. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
and
why I
then,
always go to my.
yeah, and on the left is Lorna.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's her name, Lorna.
Yeah, so they're partners. That's
Yeah, I know they're
innit?
together. I just
Yeah.
didn't know that that's her name, innit?
Oh, okay,
so when
cool,
you said
cool.
Lorna, I was like, oh, there's another place. Oh, I thought of that place. Oh, there's another place in town.
You know,
in
as I
Market.
thought, yeah. So yeah,
I'm there regularly still.
Yeah, we're there
I'm
as well,
regularly
innit? She
still.
shouts out. She watched the pod and that, innit? We were there.
Oh,
all the
yeah?
time. I see Lorna 3 times this week.
Oh, okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
I have to shout people out, man. As
Mm.
much as I'm gonna do a little segue over there, but not too much. As much as I don't like the delivery of what Elaine's still doing with the boycott of Asia and everything, but the pushing of the black communities, I'm down with it. I'm gonna do my part for that at least. I'm not gonna do the boycott inside, but definitely I'm doing the push inside.
I hear that still. And on that note, make sure you're booking sessions for studio if you're a music person. Do you know what I'm saying? Podcast.
Yeah, black home business.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's here. Just use it. You know what I'm saying? You're going to get the prices.
I
that you
always
get
forget, you know, like it's so annoying because I should plug myself more on in the podcast.
Here. Yeah,
but
bro.
I just forget, man, because I'm just not inclined to do it yet. But it's still coming. It's coming.
Yeah, all right, man.
Yeah.
Still
Sign up. New website's about to come out. Jai's sorting that out right now. So the website's getting a little more of a spruce
Okay.
up and everything. Have more links put onto it and ready to.
Making sense.
So,
Making
yeah.
sense. Nice and out. On that note of the year, obviously we're now coming to the end of 2025. We're at the end of 2025, moving into 2026. It's been like what, a little bit over a year of us doing the podcast now.
Yeah, it was November last year.
So, do you know what I'm saying? You've been doing the podcast for a little minute now. Any key takes? Any like key moments? Anything
Key
you've learned?
moments?
Anything? Yeah, go on. Anything that kind of pops up into mind? Be like, oh, like, how's the journey been? Doing this for a year, how's it been?
But to be fair, like because we don't stress about it, it's not been too difficult because we don't care about numbers wise. Like that, we're not pushing to fact like, oh, if I don't get 100, 200, 300 views, we're not issues. If we got 15 one week, we get 1,000. We got 1,000 one week, and then the next week was back down to 15 or something like that. So the algorithm is doing its thing. Whatever it does, it does. So that side of it, I've not really been too stressed about. But I've enjoyed learning how to edit.
Okay.
For one, I've definitely know how to do that now.
Yeah. Getting a handle on it.
On both what do they call it, Windows and Mac. Mac's obviously by far is easier.
Yeah.
Knowing how to do it on both sets has made things a little bit easier when I'm going away and using other people's PCs and stuff like that. It's definitely improved my speaking.
Oh yeah.
Definitely improved my speaking. Watching the first few episodes of the pod, you can understand. I could definitely see myself. I was jumping in on conversations. I was trying to get my point across all the time. I thought whatever is in my head, it needs to get out.
Right.
But as time's gone on in the podcast, I'm definitely seeing myself calm down. Obviously, I'm editing it all the time. So
Yeah. So you're watching it. You get to review it. And
so I'm using you and Darky as like examples to be able. What I'm seeing, what you're doing, I'm like, oh, I should implement that to myself.
Yeah. Interesting.
Be a bit more calculated with my approach and what I was saying and so forth, because definitely there was times where I was brash and just going
Right.
so that's sorted out,
That's interesting.
and that's definitely filtered into my everyday life as well. So
It will do. It will do. You don't realize how much you interrupt people until you actually monitor how more often you interrupt people.
So even like when you're just doing this here, I would say this is interrupted because I would just burst in as you were speaking halfway through your conversation.
Right.
Even if it's not interruption, I'm overlapping.
Right.
And then when it's editing that's annoying as well, you know.
It's difficult to edit it, innit? Because you got the moments where you can just, where it's a little quiet moment, there's a little button you can clink, but you can't do that because there's an overlap.
Yeah.
So it's just going continuous. Yeah. I know
So I'm
exactly
just waiting for that point where someone's not talking so you can kind of get a short out. But
Mm-hmm.
when that's overlapping all the time, there's never a good part in the conversation to be able to cut it. Because sometimes you don't want to put the whole conversation
Yeah,
out.
of
You
course.
just want to be able to just
There,
you have
where-
to go and watch the full episode to go get that part in it.
I'm with you.
When I'm at least I can be the one to choose not to do it because I'm the one editing. So I've tried to think like that now. So I'm like, while we're here recording, sometimes I'm saying, oh, that's a good short. I'm trying to think like that too.
Clocking them.
Yeah.
Making
So yeah, a
sense.
lot of things have changed since we started pod. And lots of
Making
things.
sense. That's nice though. With Darky as well. Darky's really good at, like, he will sit and let you talk. Like,
Definitely.
Darky's so good at doing that, bro. Like, and growing up with him, it was kind of annoying at times because I'll just talk and nigga just sit there. I'm like, bro, say something.
I need you to input.
I actually need it. You're like, I'm just waiting for you to finish. I'm like, bro, I'm only continuing talking because you're sitting there not saying anything. So like, it's just a one-way conversation. But obviously with time, that's something he's worked on as well. So then it's like back and forth. But it wasn't until really like sales, when I got into like sales kind of environments and conversations like that and start doing those courses and so forth, that I realized like I have to monitor how often I'm interrupting people and how good are your listening skills. Like there's listening and hearing what the person's saying, but there's listening and actually like just sitting there and listening. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
There's
active listening as such.
This is two things my mum's always said to me. There's hearing and listening.
Yeah. That's a great way to differentiate it.
Yeah.
That's a great way.
You're listening, but you're not hearing me. You know what I mean? Or
yeah.
you're hearing, you're not listening to me. So like, either way, you can use it, but it's cool.
Yeah, vice versa. That's interesting.
But yeah, as the thing is, when you've done it as a child, when you're a child to do it so often as well. Me, I was a person like I like to be heard. It was. You have to try and come out of that as an adult because it's not necessarily like the always person that's shouting the loudest knows the most information. You know a saying from the Caribbean, empty barrels make the most noise. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That basically means like just because you're loud doesn't mean there's information inside.
Yeah.
So that was me learning just to step back, listen, like calculate what's going on rather than just listening to reply.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's definitely the podcast has helped me with doing that.
It's interesting. That's really good. Mad. That's nice though. Trying to think of like what has,
But that's the benefit of recording yourself though, isn't it?
and listening back to it regularly. Like because you're listening back to it as much as you are, you're getting direct feedback constantly. Like every time we record one, you've got direct feedback. Because like I don't watch a lot of them. Like I often just like click play when I'm about to go to bed
And then let them run.
and then just let it run. And then just like, I know the episodes run, my phone will lock off once the episode shuts off because I have it so it just runs through one. So I'm not constantly hearing something throughout the night.
Maybe you should watch them back then.
So but some of them I do watch them back, innit? So it's interesting to hear like the direct, how you're getting direct feedback and what that's doing for yourself. Ooh.
What do you?
No, I got a chip in my tooth from earlier in the week and I just felt like twinge.
Jeez.
Yeah. I felt like twinge as I was talking. I was like, oh, I don't feel nice at all.
You getting it sorted or you just one of those things?
Yeah, no, it's gonna get sorted. It's just
Turkey.
Nah. Definitely UK. Turkey prices are better, but
Talking about that.
I don't trust them things.
You
bro.
don't trust it?
Nah,
What really?
I don't trust them things.
I've seen so many people have good like results. So
I've
I
also
just
seen
thought,
people have some bad results, and it's not just about that though. It's like how regulated is the materials they're using
all right.
and things like that. Over here in the UK, I know that they're regulated it's very strict. So like what they put in your mouth is very. There has to hit certain regulations and so forth.
Yeah,
and
'cause
they have to be more
everything in
forthcoming.
the Western society is basically if anything can cause an issue, we remove it.
Yeah.
And we have to be. We're trying to get more or less 99.9% accuracy on everybody. We're not trying to have outliers. But the thing is, what I've noticed it's happened a lot with the birth and the pregnancy. I've noticed they just want you in the hospital.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They just want you in the hospital.
Constantly.
We just basically we're trying to what do they call it? Get rid of any type of I can't find the specific word, but they can't have any failures or any errors at all. And by putting you in the hospital, we can mitigate as much as that as possible. Do you know what I mean? We can get rid of most of that in their eyes.
Yeah.
That's what it is, their eyes. But if you're listening, if I've read a lot of stuff about I would say not non-Western practice pregnancies.
Right.
It's about what the mum wants, isn't it?
Yeah.
Literally, it's all about what the mum wants. But not in the West. It's about what the hospital wants.
Yeah.
And then you have to kind of go in and around that. And they'll tell you, no, that's not what they're trying to push. But from each scan, each meeting with the GP, you'll literally see them. They're trying to push you in one. They're trying to funnel you in one direction. But you have to push back to get what you want.
Otherwise, you end up not getting what you want.
Nah, and that's what I'm saying with the West with the dental. I can guarantee it's probably exactly the same way. It's just they've just taken that, they've adopted that practice for just things in life.
Yeah, I mean, they was going to take out more of my teeth than they did last time I was there, because I had removed of a couple of teeth last time I was there. And I was like, oh yeah, we're going to remove all these other teeth as well. And I was like, what for? And I was like, oh, because you're going to have these issues later on in life if you don't get them moved now. And I'm like,
how do you know that?
I was like, huh? Based off of what? And I was like, oh, based on the condition that they're in right now. And I was like, but that's because of the teeth that was already in there, mashing them up. Those ones as well, right? I was like, yeah. And I was like, so now they're gone. Why would I continue having those issues moving forward? It's like, well, you know, it's a precaution to make sure you don't have any.
That's it.
I don't care about your fucking precautions. I want to keep my teeth in my blood clot out. What do you mean?
That's the word I was looking for. They said exactly the same thing to Ella.
A precaution.
Precaution. She's like, we're just precautionate. We don't want anything to go wrong. But you don't know. You're just assuming. All you want to do is cover yourself and get all of your insurance boxes ticked.
Yeah. And they have numbers in it. They have to hit each year and so forth and so forth. So like,
and they get paid for
this.
They
get paid for based on those numbers that they hit, and they get these bonuses and so forth. So of course they're gonna want you there so they can another tick.
Easy.
There's another
work.
number there. Boom, boom, boom. Do you know what I mean? So naturally, but the thing what I like about the UK is they're a lot more forthcoming with what materials they're putting in with when it comes to the dentistry. They're a lot more forthcoming with what they're going to be putting in your mouth. They have to be. So it's like I've been able to do my research, and I was like, each tooth that I want to put in my mouth is going to cost me like 2 to 3K. Rather than 800 to 1,200. It's going to cost me 2 to 3K per tooth for the procedure as well and all the rest of it.
I reckon you can sort it out, man, at Turkey. Surely the people are not, there's so many thousands of people going out there and getting.
But are they being mindful about what they're putting in their mouth? Like,
no,
they like the way I am?
I'm talking about the rich people.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, they're not just coming over to England to do that. They're still going out there to do it as well. So it must be, but I don't know. I've never looked into it.
I ain't done the research.
Neither.
I ain't done the research. That's why I said like I did a little bit of research, and a little bit of research I saw. I was just like, I know I can trust the UK, and I can find like dentistries very locally that I can have recommended where I know.
And you're not getting heaps of work though either.
Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
if you were getting the whole veneer job.
Yeah, no. I just need a few little patches.
I never understand when people do the whole works. Teeth whitening, all that thing. Do you know these things just have to be? They're just upkeep now. You're now caught up in the cycle of this capitalist world of now.
It depends on the situation, though.
What do you mean?
So, for instance, I know a guy that had a car crash with his teeth got taken out.
That's different. What are you talking about?
Cool. That's what I'm saying. It depends on the situation.
No. I'm talking just the everyday people like us that have just caught up in this world of having to look the part. Do you know what I mean? You just have to look the part. So you've either got the veneers because you didn't like the way that your teeth have set. They've set in an awkward way that you don't like them, so you've just replaced them. Then you've done the teeth whitening thing, and now that has to be upkeep every year. Every year. Because it's not even yours at the end of the day.
At all.
But people will push that like it's normal, innit? You know, that's pushed like it's normal. So I'm just saying that level of it.
Oh, that I think the cosmetic side of things, I think it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
But I found the cosmetic side of things for everything pretty much ridiculous. Because I'm like, surgery is ridiculous in my eyes.
To a certain extent, like how you said with the car
That's
crash.
what I'm saying, cosmetically.
Yeah.
That's why I say cosmetically.
But cosmetically, I still don't agree with it. To a certain extent, breast reductions for women that have got ridiculous.
Yeah.
That's still cosmetic, but it's still helpful at the same time.
No, but that's not cosmetic then. Cosmetic is where I just want to change it because of how it looks.
You just don't need to do it.
You don't need to do it. You just want to change it because it looks, it doesn't look the way you want it to.
You got a mad nose. Mad thing.
Okay. Okay.
I hear them. Do your thing.
Okay.
Do your thing.
So what? So
like
what?
Glorilla did her nose recently, innit?
Oh, is it?
Yeah, she did her nose recently. I didn't even notice until Ella showed me. She was like, yeah, she's her nose.
Glorilla?
Yeah.
Oh, her nose was fine.
It's
Bro,
fine.
she had a beautiful black nose. What are we talking about?
I thought you were going to go down that road when you said dependent and you said car crash, innit? I thought you were going to go industry wise because you know how these people want to look from the industry.
Yeah.
But you said car crash. I was like, rah. He went car crash. Right?
Yeah.
Industry, sometimes these lot, I don't agree with it, but they go that way because of the part, innit?
Yeah. But you got to understand, like, why do you even want to make that change? Like, why are you looking at yourself as that's a bad thing? And you have to kind of like go into the psychology of what's got you to that point where you're looking at that part of yourself as a bad thing. And for instance, for herself, as a black woman, and she's a beautiful black woman. Like she's a good looking black woman. She ain't an ugly black woman. She's a good looking black woman to go mash up her nose like that. Like, well, I don't know. I ain't seen her nose.
It's good.
I can't.
You did a good job.
I can't say mash up. But do you know what I'm saying? Go change up your nose like that. What made you feel such distaste towards your own nose?
The media,
obviously,
the West.
Yeah. Maybe your parents, maybe kids made fun of you in school, and that stuck with you, that hurt you emotionally, and you've held onto that trauma. And sometimes the body remembers the trauma, but the mind doesn't, innit? So sometimes we're holding on to those emotions, and the body's remember, but we can't even pin it down like mentally. Specific thing.
It's happened so many times.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, but then we have to then go, all right, cool. We need to now do the healing that's necessary to be done, because obviously now there's a displacement within our own self-love for ourselves. The
healing was the nose job, innit?
No, that's not healing, man.
Healing was
that's escapism. There's a difference. There's escapism. You cannot you haven't done any work for that. You've just been given it. It's like
maybe
it's like dopamine.
Maybe she did the work.
What
sat
work?
with it for years, because she didn't do a nose job when she just blew. That's what a lot of them do, innit?
Yeah.
Maybe she sat with it and was like, man, fuck this. I just want to get my nose done, innit? And that sometimes I hear it. I hear it. I wouldn't do it myself, and I wouldn't give it to I wouldn't be pushing it to my people or my family, but I understand. That's the thing that we need to do more in life. We don't need to accept and agree with everything, but we also need to understand if it's not harming anybody else, because you've done it for yourself and it's just too.
See, then my question though is, it can potentially harm people afterwards though.
Yeah, because you're looking at her as a symbol of some kind of idol or role model.
That partially, yes, 100%. So there's that side of things. There's also your kids. So what happens if your pick-me is now born with a nose that you was naturally born with, and then you've cosmetically changed it because you didn't like the look of it? So now your kid's gonna go, oh, mum changed her nose, let me switch up my nose then.
What if you never told your child and she never changed it?
But the kid's gonna see. The kid's gonna be able to see that.
Just get dad's nose.
And if no, but I'm saying, let's say the kid gets the mother's nose, like she gets.
I'm trying to.
And now and then the kid grows up with that same insecurity. How are you gonna teach that kid to heal and go through what they need to go through if you haven't done it? And then when you're there trying to tell them, nah, don't go through. Mom, you did it.
Hypocrite.
You're a hypocrite. So now your word holds less weight. So there's all these consequences that can come after that one decision.
But we know what this world is. I can only see, pardoning the pun, to the end of my nose. So that's how people think.
Right.
Short-sighted. People are short-sighted.
Facts.
So that's not even down in. That's not even in. I'm not even got no youth right now. So what am I thinking about a child? Do you understand? They're thinking like that. So
nah, that's. I mean, yeah, that's not how my brain operates. Isn't it?
Oh no. But that's unfortunately majority of people in this world, or the Western world. We think very individualistic, and we think very short-sighted.
Yeah.
Very selfish, but we're pushed to do this. This is a lot of social engineering that has gone. A lot of work has been put into to get us to be like this. Yeah, do you know what I mean?
Facts.
And it takes a lot of work to undo it, because it's constant. It's constant. It's the norm. Like every year, Christmas, Easter, like you're spending money on things that you don't need to necessarily spend money on. Like, but we're still doing it. We're still putting up garlands, still putting up trees, but we're still doing it.
Do you remember what year Black Friday got introduced in the UK?
Personally, I think it was 2015, 14. I started working. It wasn't big, but it hit proper in 2016, 17. Because I was in retail at that time, innit?
Yeah, I wasn't, so I don't remember.
I was in retail.
When did this crap come over here in the UK? Because we never had it growing up when I was a kid.
We're just the little brothers.
We had January sales. That's what we had when I was growing up.
January sales was cold, man.
January sales. So get all your Christmas money and all the rest of it.
Everything, bro.
Hold that. I wait for January sales to come true and get some real good discounts.
Let me just be dark with it,
That was a UK thing.
January sales is mad because you had no money. Because you weren't getting people usually get paid early for Christmas, so you're getting paid like the 21st or the 20th of December. So you got to make that money last all
the way into the end of January.
And you're talking about January sales. Right, I'm trying to break you again. Like, now I'm thinking of it as an adult head.
Yeah. It was dark. It was dark. But it was the only way though people could have afforded buying anything in January though.
Yeah,
they didn't have that January sale.
But that's all written into it.
Yeah, facts.
Come on, bro.
Facts. I'm agreeing.
It's the only way people
can
afford anything.
It genuinely is the only way people. If they didn't have those sales, they wasn't going to get no money. So they have to give us sales during that time of year, because if they don't give us sales, they ain't getting no money, and now they're getting some money at least.
No, we don't even need to give us no January goddamn sales. What do you need to have so important in January?
Set me up for the year, man.
No way. Stop it, bro. It's a lie. It was just December, the same way it was November, you could set up for next year. Yeah. It's only a month, bro. It's not, everyone makes it feel like when that December 1st, 31st, there's a big difference between that day and January 1st. I'm like, bro, it's the same 24 hours like it always is, bro. Stop playing. We got to get out of this. We gotta get out
But
these
they
mind
deliberately-
games, mind games.
That's what they've done, though, isn't it? It's a deliberate system that they've put in place so that we can keep us on this little rat race, innit? Keep us in this rat race.
And it's so simple just to step outside it, but it's, you know what it is? When you step out of that line and you come out of the lane about being where everyone else is and you just start questioning, everyone looks at you like, why are you not celebrating Christmas?
Yeah, bro.
And like, why are you not telling your kids about Santa Claus?
Why are you
Why are you
not
not
doing
telling
this?
your kids? Like,
Everyone's
why would
judging
I?
you, innit?
Yeah, it's not even judge. It's just the level of. It's a sole level of questioning. Because I wouldn't even be judged. Judging is when like, right, what you're just trying to be woke and blah blah blah. That's the judging part.
Okay.
Heard that a few times, but it's the part when they're just trying to question. And I'm just like, when I flip it back to you, like, why do you do it? You never get a good answer. You never get an actual genuine answer.
Yeah,
They say, oh, my parents told me. That's not an answer.
Yeah.
So don't be just doing things because you're a child at one point, you just follow what your parents do. Children just do. Even though they say why, they still follow suit with what their parents do because that's how children are.
Monkey see, monkey do.
As an adult, you're meant to be now coming into the world of questioning. You're meant to look for the reasoning why you're doing
at
it.
least. Right? If you have any level of critical thinking skills, you'd be able to start questioning, like, why do I do this? Where does this come from?
But there's so many people that have never questioned just like random, not even random stuff, just the norms of life. Because they're not norms. They're just Western norms.
They're just their norms.
They're English norms or American norms because that's what we're kind of around. That's how we see things. Just see things in that kind of light. But if you just start questioning this, the averages, like the average day, like why do we have a government system that only really has two parties? Like still, like I just had a random question, a debate with someone like that during the week. That's why it just came to mind. I just said, just question it. Why did you? We've always had just two parties going on that, and then just never thought of it in that depth. I said, it's stupid. You should really have 5, 6, 7, 8 parties because you should be at choice.
Yeah.
But there's a reason why.
Yeah.
Let's not go into that. But that's just questioning shit. You just need to get that head on your shoulders when you're an adult because this world is not necessarily black and white, which way they've tried to make it.
Oh, there's a load of grey areas.
There's loads of grey areas. Yeah.
Loads of grey areas. That's important that you do question stuff and even question your own self. Like that's something I realized. Like this is something I was thinking about like a lot over the last couple of weeks. It's just that level of self-awareness that you have and how you gain self-awareness or grow your self-awareness for self. It's just by asking yourself questions. Like, why do I do this? Where did this come from? Why did they do that?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like so many of the teachings like that I had embodied into my early adult years were my parents' teachings and I was just following suit. I didn't want to be like my parents. That's no disrespect to my parents. It's just like who they are as people. I don't want to be. Like where they are in life and what they're doing. I don't want to be that.
They're not you.
So, did you know what I'm saying? It's not me.
Yeah.
So why am I following these thought processes? Well, because I've been exposed to it my whole life. Okay, cool. But now what are we going to do?
What can I do for myself?
Right. So then I'm able to then start thinking about, so then obviously I'm questioning things. So like question even yourself, because that will increase your level of self-awareness. And then from that, you'll be able to then start seeing like, oh wait, hold on. Some of the stuff I'm holding on to ain't even mine.
It's not yours.
And it wasn't even those who gave it to me. It wasn't even theirs. And they're just holding on to it. So like even now, some of the stuff you're going to keep though. Like some things.
Oh, it's important stuff as
Do you know
well.
what I'm saying? There's some things you're going to keep and some of the stuff
Not
I've
everything is
kept
trauma.
on board. Yeah. Some of it's great stuff. And like some of it's not even trauma and it's not stuff I want though. Like some of it has nothing to do with trauma and I'm like, I don't want that though.
That's just your mannerism.
Yeah, that's you still. You can keep that one. But for some of the things like I'm keeping on board and it's like, oh, but now I'm keeping on board because I'm choosing to keep it on board, not just because I was given it and told it and that's the way we operate and so forth. Do you see the difference?
Yeah, definitely. I know exactly where you're going. So let me flip that. So look, like this is another thing that I had to think of as I got into an adult space and not necessarily as an age gap. There's not necessarily a specific age and this also starts, you know what I mean? Just as you start to see the stereotypes that they've put on to talk just necessarily us as black people, you don't need to live up to them.
Oh, bro, that gets me.
Do you know what I mean?
Don't. That one infuriates me.
That one, it's hard to sit when you're having that conversation with another fellow black person, or as we like to say, I know I've gone back to just saying black because people are annoying me. Afro diaspora, I'm still gonna go with it, yeah, but I just had to leave the other little
For a second
things to myself. But anyway, when you're having another chat with a person of our ethnicity, of our kind, yeah, and you're trying to just make them privy to the fact that of being boisterous, loud, late all the time, wearing your pants down, blah, 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 or these things are all parts of the little social engineering that they've just done for us. That's our black people part that they've done to look cool. It don't look cool, fam. It don't look cool for one. It's not helpful in life to be late all the time, and it's not helpful to be loud and proud when you don't need to be. It's called tact and diplomacy. There's a time and a place for these things.
Facts.
Having those conversations with just like the average black person is so jarring when they're not ready to think like that yet. Do you understand? And it should be, because that's why I said there's not an age thing to it, because they're around about my age, or we've grown up together and you're still not there yet. We're having to have silly conversations about anti-intellectualism because they have no understanding what anti-intellectualism, because they've just been bred to be that way.
You know, the bit that gets me is the fact that some of these people, you can have really, really high intelligent conversations, and they can apply the right logic in all these different areas, and then in that area they can't. And I'm like, you have all the necessary intelligent, like this, the needed skill set in your mind, except for comprehension
and nuance.
A lack of comprehension skills, because you can't comprehend what I'm even saying, or even question or consider how this could be correct, or how this could be,
because they can't see between the lines. And then so when you're having a conversation with them, they're trying to take it as face value rather than trying to apply it to themselves
and see where,
or apply it to somebody else. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, it's just raw. I just can't see that working.
Blank.
But it is what it is. Like, I know I'm sometimes beating a dead horse, but I just like to get it off my chest every so.
I'd like to see more of the world in general really dive into the psychology of humans and understanding the way the brain works. Because when you understand the way the brain works, you'll then be able to see how your brain has been used against you. Do you know what I'm saying? So how like we've been given certain code, aka you black people eat chicken and watermelon, and you're loud, and you're this, and you're that, and wherever the list goes on, you're unruly, and blah, 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 blah. Right? And then we can go, all right, cool. But like, when you've got understood, and you're like, oh, okay, cool. So that's a program that's been given to me, and now my brain just filters information through that program automatically. It doesn't even like, I don't get a choice. It just does that until I reconstruct those filters and take apart those and go, no, that's not actually true for me. And then set in a new program. It's like a computer.
We are computers.
It's like a computer. The brain, like,
we created computers
because it was of likeness. It was of likeness of ourselves. So it's like, all right, cool. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's like, how can you then? But when you get an understanding of the psychology of humans and how the brain works, you're able to see that what you're saying a lot more easier, and it will be a lot more. The information will be a lot more easily absorbed and taken on board. Even
you're allowed to look at the information for what exactly it is, rather than from the perspective of what you think it should be taken, because of that's how you've been written. Yeah. You're allowed to take it for face value rather than saying, I'm a black person, so I can only take this from this point of view.
Yeah.
Because I've been told that I can only benefit from this point of it.
Do you know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And it doesn't make any sense. When you start to break it down like that, it doesn't make any sense, because we're people at the end of the day. There shouldn't be asterisks on how I should be able to take things. Like a common saying in our households growing up, that we have to work twice as hard just to get the same thing as another white person. Do you understand that can get half as, it's kind of a fact. But the fact that you've already pushed that onto us, that we've already got that now written into our psyche, into our brains, that we're thinking it all the time now. And it's just become part of us.
But it's dangerous, isn't it? Because now that black person is feeling that they have to work twice as hard. Now, if they come to that conclusion themselves, I hear it, or you have to be mindful, like, even though how they word it and how they go about it, like, you have to be mindful when you're in these environments. Certain people are going to have certain advantages over you because of your skin color. So due to that, it may look like or feel like you have to do X, Y, Z more than them to get to where you want to get to, just to get half as much. Your time will come, because there's so many, like, especially into it's 2025, about to be 2026. We have so many options. There's so many routes. And with AI, the integration of AI and what's going on with that, not that I fully agree with that, but we'll get into that another time, or if you want. But there's so much ease being presented for everybody, and the opportunity is so much more fair. The opportunity is so much more fair.
So how I like to put it, like, there's still a level of systemic racism, but that's up here. So we can actually still operate in the levels below it and still get places. So it's not like how it was in the 50s, 60s, 40s and stuff like that, when that systemic racism was here and here, because the people that were hiring you were still looking at those people at top as some kind of gods and some beings that they still want to listen to and get everything from. So they were trying to fit in. So they were still trying to look at us as like creatures. But that's not the case anymore. Like, it's still there at the very top. Don't get me wrong. We've seen it plain as day. Donald Trump still calling Somalis dirty and smelly and places like that. It's still there. It's still there. But the man that you're walking across next to on the street is not usually thinking like that. And that man could also be a business owner. That man could also be a breadwinner or an information bank to get you somewhere else where you need to be in future, or to get you to a next step up. Because not everybody is looking at you the same way as we were fucking in 19.
And let's say there was, yeah. Let's say there was. It doesn't even matter, because before, the differences between the 50s and all the rest of it, before the internet came around, especially the way it is of today, you back then would have to only deal with your town. Or your city. Now you have the luxury of using the world. Like
this thing you can chat to people in
across
Australia,
the world. Like I've had clients that are across the world, Thailand, Australia, America. These are all different clientele that I've been able to have access to because of what we have, the internet and so forth. So although yes, that systematic racism still does exist, and it does in whatever way, shapes and forms that it does, there's still loads of room, and there's way more room than there was before for you to now use your creativity and find your markets and go attack your markets in the way you need to attack your markets. There's a lot more opportunity out there. We're narrowing our thought processes down and going, all right, cool, we have to use these systems. These systems we don't have to use. We can go use other systems or create new systems. One of the two. You can do both. And with AI integration as well now, creating systems has never been easier. It's never been easier to create systems, bro.
I was with the website, just talking about it, I mean, ease. I thought the website was getting built by hand, how we were taught how to build websites back in the day.
What with the coding and all that? What you having to do with the coding and all the rest of it?
Bro.
You do none of that.
It's just do this. You'd put in a prompt, I want it to look this color with this on the right hand side and that on the left hand. Oh, give me half an hour. Next minute, boof, just
done. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever, man.
Do you know what I'm saying? So as much as I'm willing to acknowledge that systematic racism does exist, as a black person, how can I not? I'm exposed to it all the time. But that's no excuse or reason to allow yourself to be a victim of society.
Because it's not the same way, bro. It's not exactly the same way anymore. It's systemic racism. They've put on a new jacket and they're doing it a different way, which is technically not affecting you in the same ways anymore, as you're trying to say.
Yeah, not at all. It's basically The Matrix #4. If you understood that movie, you understood that movie. But for those who didn't understand that, because a lot of people didn't understand the movie, it's the same. It is the same problem. It is the same enemy. It has just changed the way it looks. That is it. And if you watch Matrix 4, you'll see that's all it's showing you. The enemy is the exact same. It's just changed the way it looked.
So
that's it.
And it's just basically giving you a little bit more leeway as well, the same way when it's had to change its ways.
Yeah.
Because it can't be so blatant.
No. And there's an opportunity for our people to take advantage of that. There is an opportunity, like you're seeing, we're seeing a lot of these movements where we're seeing black people, we're promoting black businesses and so forth and so forth. There's opportunity for us as people to look, we can just go between ourselves.
I was just supposed to say band together,
yeah.
Put a little bit, rise a bit of money between each other, and it can go a long way.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We can do it between ourselves. We don't have to, but we can and we should. I also think we should, because there's no reason why we should what's the word I'm looking for? We should trap ourselves into just one segment of the market. There's all these other people that we can also provide goods for. Do you know what I'm saying? Help work alongside. Why not? Why not? And there's
division
loads of people that would want
is the key to how the system is run.
Yeah.
The system that we're currently in.
Yeah.
It's the key to it. So when we're talking about boycotting each other and stuff like that, we're just playing into what they really want us to be doing. The more you divide each other, the weaker you are at the end of the day. So.
Yeah, and the system runs off of our weakness and our division. If we're not divided, the system doesn't work.
No.
Go deep, it's 1%, bro. Less than 1%.
It's 0.3 now.
Yeah, do you see what I'm saying?
Because with Elon's making 700 bill, Larry Ellison's up there. Who else is another man?
Sure.
The Nvidia, the owner of Nvidia as well. That man's up there. I can never remember his name. But anyway, all these top men, they're just money hoarding right now. So it's crazy. They're just leeches of society.
Yeah, literally leeches of society. And it's just a joke business that we're allowing them as a group, like, because that's what we're doing as a group of people. Those who are in poverty, those quote unquote living normal lives, which is just poverty, just painted to sound normal.
Because as I said before, innit, like it's two classes now. You said you hinted at it one of the, I think it's first 4 episodes of the pod and stuff like that. You said they're getting rid of the class systems.
Yeah.
And it's like they're not even getting rid of it. They're making it more prominent to what the class systems really were.
Yeah.
It was an elite and a slave class, and it always just has been that.
Yeah, and it was just like a middle ground in between that, where it's like they're still slaves, but they got more than you guys over there at the bottom.
And that was more prominent in those times. But now it's not as prominent, so it's just like
it's just this and this,
this and this.
this and this. Either you got it or you don't.
And then there's bare people down here with this that are trying to put the facade on as if they're up there with this. And they're just the reps, the capitalist reps that they give a little piece of money just to keep just the facade push in front of us, just to give you lot hope, as in you lot, as in me and you. Give us hope to think, oh, there's a way that we can break through the cracks and get up there. But yeah.
And there is. Band together and fuck the system up.
Yeah. The system's messing itself up because it's proven if you read I'm not even gonna say if I read it because I was told it. I was listening to an audio book. So
okay.
I'll just put the book in at the end of the day. But I think empires only last between 250 to 300 years.
Okay.
So 250 years of 250 anniversary of America is next year.
Okay.
Yeah. So
time's done. Thing done.
Yeah, it makes sense. So history is a very, very good teacher. It will tell you exactly what's going to happen now
and when.
And when. Everything that's happening now has just happened in history, but just in a different way, like slightly different way as well. Not even drastically different. It's just because we've got technology now, everyone believes that it's been huge and different changes. You know what I mean? But empires rise and fall within 250 to 300 years. This has happened throughout a lot of times. It's happened in Africa, Asia, Europe. Do you understand? So it'll be fun to watch this one for because we've been a part of it.
Facts. On the back end of the crappy side of it as well. Maybe on the good side, man. I got bored onto the crappy side.
We're on the side of where like people are getting real brazen now. They're just getting openly with their bigotry.
Do you know how go on? Yeah.
They're getting so open with their bigotry and like they're just saying, "Oh, right, this is how I feel." Like when I think I explained to you that you didn't see it. I'm surprised you didn't see it. Obviously, the mass shooting in Australia last week.
Yeah. I had a little something about someone saved someone.
Many people just coming in on the line, just hitting it with the emotional side of that, sitting down, thinking, digesting what just happened, and the fact that people have lost their lives, and the fact that you should forget about this religious war between people just lost their lives. Do you understand? Like mothers have lost children have lost parents, and vice versa. Instead of thinking about the morality side and the human side, you've just gone in straight and said, "Oh, Iran have sent people to come and shoot these men," or you wanted to think, "Oh, this is Muslim terror attacks. There's no other religion in the world that does terror attacks. We should need to put a crackdown on all Islamic movements across the whole world." I'm like,
that is so stupid and inaccurate. But go on.
But do you understand? Exactly what I'm trying to say.
I know. I always meant to start debunking that argument.
You don't need to.
I don't need to. That's not even what we're talking about. Hold on. Go on.
It's the fact that like it's so
irritating me,
it's so stupid how people can just come out and just be so blatant with their bigotry now. It's crazy.
Yeah, the internet gave everyone a voice, innit?
Yeah.
Bare keyboard warriors.
Keyboard warriors, boy. That's what I was looking for.
Bare keyboard warriors. But do you know what's interesting? You see how you're saying that the average civilization lost, what did you say?
250 to 300.
I just looked at the ancient Egyptians over 3,000 years.
Yeah, bro. There's obviously
obviously there's always
there's always outliers. On average, they were talking about I'm talking about not even huge empires that have run the world. Like
I know
America has.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
The Benin Empire, the Niger. Like I'm talking about.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Mali
but here's where I'm going with that. Yeah. Look how good we was doing before these people come and interrupted us. Look how good we was. 3,000 years. We were sweet.
And I wouldn't even say, listen to there's another word. It's the wording of what I'm using. There's another thing that's really irritating me with what we do in the world right now with this propaganda in the media. We've butchered the English language so much that people don't even know what they're speaking anymore. Like they don't even know what they're saying anymore. Like, it's really jarring. I don't want to. Where was I saying before that? Actually,
we're talking about Egypt.
Yeah, the wording of what I've said. An empire is what the Europeans and necessary the Mongol empires. They're killing a lot of people and knocking down like monuments, rewriting their religions, rewriting their histories. That's an empire. Yeah. That's an empire.
Yeah.
A civilization,
Okay.
on the other hand, can run for 3,000 years.
Right.
Can run for
Okay.
long periods of time.
That's interesting.
It's wording. Do you understand? Like when I say an empire, that's not
You mean
necessarily a good thing. What I'm
right.
saying,
Yeah,
I'm coming
yeah.
over. I'm changing what you man know. I'm taking what you knew. You don't know this anymore. You know what I know. This is what you worship. You don't need to know what your housing and your monuments look like because that has nothing to do with you anymore. I've knocked all that down. Blah blah blah. Empire.
I've got a question. Is there an empire that you know of that came from the melanated community that is known?
Zulu Empire.
Okay.
That's the only ones that I really know that.
They wasn't.
Bro, my man was known for terrorizing tribes up and down.
Is it?
The Horn of that side of Africa. That was what he was on before. Trust me, he was doing it in a different way to how the Europeans do it. But he was just, if you're not joining me, I'm killing off majority of you, man. Take your women and go about my business.
Okay, cool. So there wasn't a rewriting history and taking their religion and rewriting their religion.
No.
It was that like, yo, it's either us or nothing.
Yeah.
What one do you want?
Yeah.
What one you on?
Like how the Mongols were kind of moving in it, but nowhere near as violent as that.
Yeah,
but
them
on
man
them
was
levels,
savages, though.
yeah, on that level. And then England went over there like they were the great saviors and stopped that Zulu madness that was going on over there.
They was just scared.
Yeah,
they were scared.
There's there's more in depth to it. I've not given you the whole story. That's just a very, very what do they call it? Paraphrase.
Yeah, of just a segment of what they was doing. Because they were doing a lot of good over there as well.
Yeah.
There was loads of
But
things
there was
that they
definitely a lot of terror he was causing to tribes on that side of Africa.
Interesting.
Oh,
Need to do some research.
Al-Qubilan.
Need to do some research in that.
But on a whole, no.
Muslim
What you were trying to say, no. On a whole,
yeah, I just
most
don't know.
empires that come out of the Afro diaspora do not empires. Most civilizations come out of diaspora, not empires.
I don't know
We
an
have
empire. Yeah, like if you go any part of like Asia, you can go to any part of Europe, you're never going to hear of like a melanated group of community of people doing a mad thing the way the Asians have done it and the way the Europeans have done it.
Yeah.
It doesn't, like, if you go into it, like, we can even go like East Atlantic slave trade still happening as of today.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so you guys have been doing this over that side of Africa. Then we go over to the Europeans, like we already know what's been going on, do you know what I'm saying, with the Europeans and all the rest of it. So it's like we see that with melanated beings. I don't know of no, like, no matter what continent you go to, you can never hear of them going and taking over a whole segment of people.
You don't know how the Moors did it in Portugal. It's been written in a way that it looks nice and peaceful, but it could have been done a bit of madness. Could have. Have no idea. That's the only one I could come to mind to say, like, well, we had that much of a major influence that is still there to this day, because Sevilla is still named after a Moorish empire.
Yeah.
Seville, I mean. Do you know what I mean? These places are named because of Moors back in the day. On top of that, I've also, when I'm trying to think of that of European empires and civilizations, they are literally named empires. When I think back to them, Roman Empire, innit? Yeah. So, and then when they're talking about the African places, they're kingdoms.
Yeah,
Mali Kingdom, Benin Kingdom. What's the other one that I know?
Or just ancient Egypt.
Kemet.
Kemet.
Yeah, Kemet. Kingdom. But it's just like different. It's a lot different to how European history is written, because the wording of what they use, they're telling you exactly what they are, but people don't know the definitions of them. So therefore, you don't actually look into them anymore and look at them in the way they need to be looked at. Because they were about to wiping out everything. So anyway, went all the way into that. Yeah, Trump still says that Somalia smells. So.
He's a joke, man, though. He's actually a comedian as a president. I don't care. I'll continue saying that. He is hilarious.
We said it would be a fun 4 years, but fun in this way I didn't expect. I thought he was just going to mess up the economy so bad that everybody would be back to square one, which he's doing.
Yes, I know.
Yeah. Nah, he is.
He's just the face.
No. When I say he, I just like to say he, because I'm not trying to go into. I'm not going to start saying Pam Bondi.
No. They won't even know what you're talking about.
Well, they will. They will. But certain people will.
Yeah.
I could start naming all the people in the cabinet, but there's no point.
No, but what I mean by that is, like, he's the face. Basically, they wanted to implement certain things. They put his face as the face that's going to take on, because his brand kind of.
And he gives no tosses.
That's why
he gives no tosses, man. He is perfect to put in there, because he looks at you people and just thinks, "Oh, keep coming, bring it on, bring it on, bro." I love the publicity. Yeah. Any publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, he's got something wrong with him still. I wonder if he's a narcissist.
What do you mean you wonder? Look at the state of his skin, bro. He must look at himself and love himself, but he looks horrendous, bro.
I don't know.
It's
I
mad.
don't know.
It's mad to be looking that bad.
I'd like to have a psychological evaluation on him and find out what they get.
I don't think he's even got a good psychological like state to. Like, he falls asleep, bro. Man's having interviews. Man's going. So what test are we putting this man through? Can he even finish the test? Man talking about Sleepy Joe.
Obviously, he doesn't care for those things. That's why he's able to behave like
He
that.
doesn't.
Isn't it?
What do you mean he doesn't care? He ignores things. He's so delusional. It probably doesn't even happen in his psyche. In Trump's world, that don't happen. That never happened, bro. What are you talking about?
I like that.
Remove that. I'ma sue you if that comes out.
See, this is why I like these kind of problems. This is why I like Trump. Because Trump's good problems to have, man. At least you know what your problems you're gonna have.
Nah, man. I hate the one thing.
Other side, you don't know what you're gonna get.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, you're right.
I'd rather the enemy I can see than enemy I can't. Enemy I can't might catch me from behind, might catch me on the right, catch me on the left. I don't know where. At least I know where to look. This motherfucker right here is trying to do me something. I need to pay attention to this motherfucker and see what they're trying to do me, and then make sure they can't do me. I can actually make precautions and put things in place for myself.
Yeah.
Because the person who's coming, I have to prepare for every circumstance, every scenario,
that's
just
China,
in case.
That's China.
Do you get it?
That's China. Them man there got everything. They got all technology everywhere. Sleepers, all their cars, BYDs now have taken
Sure,
over
I'm
Europe.
saying.
I mean, they're there. They're not even chatting too much, but they're there.
Nah.
I'm just gonna go for the last 10 minutes of the pod. I'm
Go
gonna
on.
tell you a few things that I've just been saying this week, innit?
Go on, bro.
So like China had a breakthrough of yeah, they got the water. Did I send you that one? I might have. I just send stuff now because I just like to see what's going on, see if people actually know what's going on.
Yeah.
So they had a breakthrough of two things, not necessarily just this week, but one specifically this week was with nuclear.
Okay.
So let me actually find it. So they're no longer using uranium to power their nuclear power plants because is it uranium that makes plutonium that allows you to be able to use that for the nuclear bombs? I'm pretty sure. So that is why America love to use what do they call it? That to power their nuclear power stations, and also the West likes to use that to power their nuclear power stations. So it's annoying when I haven't sent these things to people and I haven't put them in the correct places. Quantum. There we go. I'm gonna go view their page itself. Oh, come on. Here we go. China just solved nuclear energy forever. So China have achieved what have seemed impossible for 50 years. So instead of using uranium, they're now using thorium. Uranium is a rare and expensive 150 times atmosphere's pressure is explosion risk. That's what you need to actually put it under, the pressure wise, just to be able to get it to use. Okay. You must have it near water. Obviously, a lot of cooling systems. That's why we're using a lot of water and wasting a lot of wastage. Yeah, and shutdowns and fuel replacements also a lot, because when you're using nuclear, it's so volatile that you have to shut everything down to move everything out and move everything back into it, and then you get booted again. So there's a new thing that China have just got a breakthrough called thorium. Yeah, it's 3 to 4 times more abundant. Normal pressure, so the normal pressure that you have in your pipes, going through your pipes for water pressure and heat is what it needs to be at to be able to get it to activate. Okay. Yeah, no water is needed. Because I'll tell you what, it's like something else in the cell. It's a continuous operation, so it never needs shutting down. 99% less waste because it's actually not hazardous to the waste, and it's 100. No, you use 99% of it, and it doesn't have a byproduct when you use it. Right. So uranium creates plutonium, so it has a byproduct which allows them to have a double usage for it. So they're powering nuclear plants, plus they're making nuclear bombs. Thorium doesn't do that. It just makes clean drinking water, apparently. Right. That's a bit dark. So, since 2011 to now is when China had their breakthrough, and apparently America were looking at this in the 50s, and because it didn't make nuclear weapons and stuff like that, they just shelved it. Yeah. So you can see where their priorities are lying at, innit? So, and it says, why did the US abandon thorium? Because it can't make nuclear weapons. Uranium produces plutonium for bombs. Thorium doesn't. The Cold War chose weapons over clean energy. The numbers, 1,000 years fuel supply, 99% less waste, 0 water needed, meltdown proof, and it can be used at normal pressure. So America obviously thought this is not beneficial to us, so we might as well just use it.
Yeah, the capitalism system doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
However, with China, with how they've there's a dictatorship in it, so it's like you do what we say or you're done for, innit?
Yeah, exactly.
You do what you say, we're done for.
But at the
and
end of
they've
the
got
day,
full control over their system now. So like, if you're in China, you're under the thumb of the system. So now, if they implement that, it only benefits them.
I can't find the
It
other.
only benefits them. Whereas like introducing that maybe like 50 years ago wouldn't have, they wouldn't have been able to get to the position they're in now, society wise, if people had that all set up. So
Swings and roundabouts.
yeah, literally what I was looking about to say. Swings and roundabouts.
Swings and roundabouts. I like it because if it does get pushed out, because I'm more of a BRICS person than I am of the Western society now, even though I live in the West.
Yeah.
I would rather see the world run under a BRICS type situation where everybody has to be involved with it. It's not BRICS versus the world. Everybody has to come and play with the fact of you're giving your resources. Whoever owns their resources has to nationalize their resources. It's theirs. And then you come over, you bargain, you negotiate, you get the best price of what according to the person who owns the resources.
Right.
Because that's how life should be.
Yeah,
It's the same way you come into my business, you're not going to come here and tell me a price like what you want to pay and then expect me to just roll over and say yes.
Oh, okay, that's fine. Yeah, have that.
That don't work that way. It doesn't work here. So why is it allowed for the Western societies to go to the global south, as they call it, and go and just pillage and take what they want, i.e. Sudan, Dubai, i.e. Nigeria, oil and BP and Shell, i.e. Burkina Faso, Mali, France, taking them, making them have to pay money in their franc, which doesn't exist anymore because France said so. All these things don't need to be run like that. So if China are going on the way of actually making clean energy and taking away from the weapons side of it, more people can actually pick this up. And the last thing I want to say, the West will allow people to pick it up, a country to pick up, because you're not creating nuclear weapons. Because that's the only thing they don't want anybody else but Israel, America, and the other Western countries have it. They don't want you having nuclear weapons because that, in their mind, gives them the superiority on you because we can technically bomb you at any time.
That's what they say. It's cap. They don't want people to wake up to. If everyone's got energy, life becomes a lot more cheaper.
That's what I'm trying to
capitalism
get to.
system doesn't exist the way it will do. And if other people, if you see plenty of other countries living a particular way, having those systems in place and so forth, people over in other parts of the Western world, the UK, so forth, America, blah, blah, will be like, well, if them lot's got it, why can't we have it? And when they now have that question, why can't we have it? Then it's going to go, well, because we don't want you to have it. So they're not going to allow that to run regardless. They've made it out as if it's for the bombs and all the rest of it and the atomic bombs and so forth, why they've not allowed these nuclear plants. Partially that, 100%, but not entirely. It's not been the total truth because it never is. It's just part of the reality that they're trying to paint so they can continue with their BS that they continue doing. It's just I'm sick and tired of it.
But we can't do nothing about it down here at the bottom. I just like talking about it.
Yeah. I mean, talking about it is doing something though.
Yeah. I
Talking
get what you
about
mean.
it is doing something.
I can't exactly go there and start saying, yeah, man, here's the plans of what I think that you
Oh,
should be able to
yeah,
do,
yeah.
fam. Yeah, and this is the idea that I've just been working on for the last 5 years. I've done. No, not there yet.
It's even one of those things. This is far from that. I sent her a meme to Darky the other day, and it's like, you and your best friend can either be Spider-Man, or like have Spider-Man powers, or you can have a Billy. Between the two of you, what are you doing?
A billion.
And I was like, bro, I'm taking Spider-Man because
I can go and get a billion.
Well, even forget that. If I become a billionaire, bro, any systems, anything I put in place, they're going to kill me and just disrupt my systems anyway. So I might as well have Spider-Man powers, bro, because anything I put
I
in
don't know
place,
now.
Bro.
No. Right now, with £1 billion, you have more ways to stay alive than you did, I would say, even just 10 years ago.
Yeah, but I also have more ways of dying.
Yeah, but you can go to places in Africa and be safe now. You know, trust me.
Yeah, but if
You
I
can
do
go to
things-
places. You can go to Russia and go chat to Putin and be like, "Yo, fam, I'm gonna help you out and sort this thing out. We'll keep man safe."
Yeah, I hear it still.
If you got $1 billion,
Yeah.
if you got $1 million, I'm talking. That's a lot of money.
Yeah, but that means I can't do what I want to do as well.
Yeah.
I want to put these
I understand
systems
what
in
you mean,
place
yeah,
and so
yeah.
forth. Do you know what I'm
I
saying?
know,
Like,
I'm just
things
trying
like
to-
world hunger, done. Homelessness, done. These things there, done. But the moment but these things are systems in it. There will be systems to tackling the world hunger and so forth and so forth. So it will take a period of time. Before that system even gets finished being implemented, I'm gonna be dead.
Yeah, definitely.
And they're gonna take down the system.
Definitely.
Or maybe I'm not gonna be dead, but their system's going to be
They're gonna
disrupted.
come and
The
talk
systems-
to you and
the
say,
systems-
"Yo, this can't run."
Yeah, you're not doing that in our country. You're not actually. We're not allowing you to put those systems in place.
But yeah, I'll take the Spider-Man powers then. Yeah, fuck it.
I'm taking Spider-Man powers,
I
bro.
can still make the money.
I can still have a good time,
and I
man.
probably can go and do more because I can save more people. I can get around the place. You get me?
Save.
Hmm?
What do you save?
You talking about? You will just randomly save people.
Oh yeah, naturally, as and when I see things and all the rest of it.
I didn't say like going in world peace and.
I thought you were going to actually become a superhero.
Nah.
Who's got time for that shit? I still got
gonna
bills to pay, bro.
You're gonna have spider senses if you're gonna be Spider-Man. You're just gonna go, and you're not gonna say,
bro, you're gonna die. Let me leave that. Nah.
That's dark.
Yeah, that's dread. I'll be helping people.
That's mad. That's bro, licked down by a bus.
But the thing is though, if I help people too often, yeah, you end up in a very techie situation because the cameras and all the rest of it, you're gonna get clocked very soon.
You get clocked anyway for me and Spider-Man powers. You're just gonna do nothing then, aren't you? You're not gonna swing. You're not gonna climb no walls.
Fairs.
So you're just gonna be doing nothing.
I'm doing shit.
You're gonna get clocked.
I'm moving
by
out
the
the
cameras.
UK. I'm moving out the UK. I'm going
Of
somewhere
course.
less.
But you gotta have to be in somewhere that has a decent amount of high-rise buildings because your powers are useless then.
No, I'm still strong in that.
You have to be
Strong, fast, reactive speed, agility.
dead fam. I'm gonna have to use my powers to properly. Fuck Spider-Man then. Give me like Wolverine if you're gonna move like that.
Wolverine. Nah, he's constantly in pain.
Not necessarily.
Are you talking about Wolverine before he has the adamantium?
Yeah, I never said
afterwards?
I'm Logan.
Okay.
I said give me Wolverine's powers.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, just the
Alright,
healing.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Just move like that. Or
Fair.
you know what it was? I've all my favorite, obviously, we're talking X-Men and them, like, would be Magneto. Give me Magneto's powers.
That would be hard,
in this day and age world, mad thing.
I can't lie. I was going with Iceman personally. Just me.
Yeah. Iceman's different level as well.
Iceman's
different. I'm an ice character guy.
Iceman beat my guy from early, like, before I even knew what he was on.
Any ice character in any program, I just gravitate
too
to.
Cold.
Yeah.
Too cold.
That's why
No pun
Kuzan's my
intended.
favorite, obviously. So
I hear it still. Iceman would have had me. That guy is too hard.
yeah, Magneto's powers though in this day and age.
In this day and age, bro, you're broken. You're a god. You're actually a god.
Crazy work.
Except from so is Iceman though. Man's froze time.
Yeah, but these are all both omega level mutants, so we're not gonna start trying to.
Both of them will be cold.
Yeah,
both of them will be cold. You'd be able to hide Magneto's powers a lot easier though.
Yeah, definitely. That's what I said. That's what I was like. Magneto. I can just be there. I'm just there looking at stuff and madness is happening.
And you can actually pretend like you're scared and all the rest of it. This is how you have to do this. You can just think.
Hey, things could be coming in now. Mess up this whole system. That's a man that can mess up the whole system.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing. You shoot me. I got the sound like them nuclear. Send that back there. That's the man. If I had powers, bro. Yeah. Fuck the Iceman thing. Magneto. Take out the hell thing. But anyway, yeah, that was a good one.
Good place to leave it as well.
Yeah, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you enjoyed the episode. This might be the last one of the year, actually.
Should see.
It could be. Depending. If that child shows up, god damn, if that child shows up, it's definitely the last one of the year. So yeah.
We'll see how the next couple of weeks go, I guess. See how the next couple of weeks go.
If we don't see you again, have a good new year.
And Christmas, man.
No, have a good new year.
What? Some of these people like Christmas, though.
They like Christmas, but we're trying to tell you that it's no good for you. It's no good for you.
Just use it for what I use it for. A good time to have some good food and spend time with family.
Then what do we call it? Enjoy the bank holiday. There we go.
There we go. Enjoy your time, man. Peace and love always.
You're